My name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about our dry January tea collection. So the term dry January is kind of like a social challenge to give up alcohol for 30 days. My personal opinion is challenge accepted. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we're going to make it really easy for you to give up alcohol. One of the things about the holidays is some of us do indulge a little bit extra, right? Both the alcohol and the sugar, and it can be really hard to give it up. We are going to make it easy. So our dry January tea collection have 6 teas inspired by classic cocktails. I tried to pick cocktails that I thought were really popular, that you would already know what the taste is, so we can get all the great flavor into these teas. These teas in particular are fabulous hot or cold. That also makes them great for this particular challenge. Hey, Miss Andrea, Jennifer Marie. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Okay, you know me, friends. I live in Northern Ohio, and we're always talking about the weather. I'm dying to know what's going on for you guys. Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you drinking iced tea this time of year? Or are you just looking for a warm cup of hot tea? Would you let me know in the comments, those of you watching live? Even if you're on the replay, you can always comment. I'll catch it as soon as I can. So first up, I want to say welcome to all of you. We have a lot of new people in our audience right now because so many people gave our tea as gifts. So if you are new here, again, I want to say welcome. I do live videos every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My current schedule is already written out. I know I'm going to be off on the night of the Super Bowl, but you're going to catch me live pretty much every other Sunday night. You can watch live on our website. We have a page called Live Shopping Videos. You can watch on our mobile shopping app. You can download that from your favorite app store. It's Sub Rosa Tea, which is 3 words, 2 spaces, free to download. And of course, you can watch the replay on our YouTube channel. Okay, so Jennifer says she's okay, and you never know with the weather here. I know, we were just talking about the weather. I gotta tell you, like, it's been anywhere from 17 degrees to 67 degrees. So I am definitely bouncing on the days that I'm home. I'm running a small business here. So this is kind of like bookkeeping season right now. So there's lots and lots of bookkeeping to do. And yeah, when I'm home, I'll drink 6 cups of tea a day, no problem. But when I'm on the go, I do tend to drink more iced tea. I'm just taking it with me. Yeah, so both. I'm totally drinking both. Absolutely. You never know about the weather. So what I was going to say is, if you're new here, what you've missed is we introduce 6 new flavors almost every 2 weeks, except for the winter. Sometimes we do it every week. But on these videos, I do pick a collection or a bundle or a theme to talk about. So it's a great time for you to ask questions, join our tea community. What I talked about last week was our New Year celebration tea. Those are definitely still available, and they will be for quite some time. Like I said, with the Christmas teas, a lot of you just received them for Christmas. They made a great stocking stuffer. So we're going to keep those at least mid-January, if not the end of January, but they will eventually go away. Themed Christmas teas. Same with the other themed teas, our Thanksgiving pies, our Christmas cookies. We had a couple of collections come out in the wintertime. So we will be retiring them, not necessarily discontinuing them. Andrea says that she's always drinking both, but mainly iced tea, which is great for this collection. And then next week, friends, what I want to tell you is, even though we're still going to be in the theme of dry January, I'm going to talk about 6 other teas. So today, in today's video, I'm going to talk about our themed dry January collection. These are limited edition teas. Next week on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to talk about the 6 teas that are inspired by classic cocktails that we sell all year, and I'm going to do more making of the cocktail, how to assemble a cocktail using loose leaf tea. Because it's true, you might not have done it before, but I've been doing it since the beginning of time. So I do hope you will join me then. Oh yes, if you are on, let's see, Oh, I've got lots of people watching on the website and on the mobile app. Hello to everyone. Did you know if you're on the website, we have a schedule of events. When you go to our live shopping video page, you're going to see that I projected out what I'm going to be talking about, and you can actually click on that and add it to your calendar, which is great because it'll send you a notification when I'm live. The mobile app does that automatically unless you've turned them off, which I hope that you don't. We'd love it when you are here. But I was just going to say, if you are on social media, feel free to share your video to your friends. I'd appreciate that. Lots of people watching live. I can see that people are watching, but until you actually comment or say anything, I don't know your name. So you don't have to be shy. I promise I don't bite. Anyway, friends, okay, do we want to dive in? Yes. How was your holidays? Oh, yeah, I'm actually recording this prior to New Year's Eve. Do any of you have any plans? In our New Year celebration collection, we have a tea called Champagne Toast. It is one of my favorites because it's a white tea and I'm always drinking a low caffeine tea in the afternoon. It is definitely nice and smooth. It's not like anything else that we sell. Are you guys going out? Will you be at home with your champagne toast? Even if you can't drink alcohol, the tea is great. It's got a little hint of berry in it. I absolutely love berries with champagne. I think it's absolutely perfectly. Andrea says, no, she's usually just laying low for New Year's Eve. I'm not really a crowds person. I get it. I don't always love being with a group of people, and I can easily be a homebody and lay low. Hey there, Miss Julie. Hello to you. What are you sipping on today, Miss Julie? Let's talk about the dry January tea bundle. Now here at Sub Rosa Tea, like I said in the video, I'm going to talk about all 6 flavors, but here at Sub Rosa Tea, we're going to save you money if you buy the bundle. So if you like all of the flavors I'm going to talk about today, you can buy the bundle. This one is called Dry January. We do sell it in 2 sizes. So the Try Me size makes about 6 to 8 cups. And then the value size here, friends, this is a 2-ounce bag, and this is going to make you about 20 to 25 servings. Now, when I'm talking about the individual flavors, you're going to see a third size, that's 8 ounces, and it'll make about 20 to 25 servings. This collection, friends, has 2 black teas, 2 low caffeine, and then 2 that are caffeine free. Let's talk about Amaretto Sour first. Amaretto Sour. This is definitely one of my favorites because I love sweet almond notes. Are you familiar with Amaretto? It has notes of almond to it. It is a liqueur that is quite often used in cocktails, especially this time of year. And they do sell Amaretto Sours and Amaretto sweets. The sweets tend to have cherry notes in it. The sour has something tangy, almost citrusy, like lemon. So that's exactly what we've done with this tea. It's a black tea, but it does have roasted almonds and sweet lemon and vanilla notes. So it gives it that dichotomy. It gives it that great depth of flavor. This tea is really good, both hot and cold. And when I'm saying cold, I mean cold steeped. You can put the tea leaves right in cold water, steep it cold, heaven. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes when you're steeping cold, but it will be good to go in no time at all. Don't worry. Next up, friends, let's go back to the black tea. So 2 black teas in the Dry January collection. This is rum and Coke black tea. Rum and Coke. Coke has a really specific flavor profile. Lots of ingredients. For the longest time, those ingredients were a secret. Are they still? Do we know? I think we probably know, right? But a rum and Coke is definitely a very specific flavor profile, and I think we've achieved it nicely in this tea. This is a black tea. And if you don't see the video and you're just perusing the website, I know you're going to be like, Joy, you used pear and vanilla. How is that rum and Coke? Trust me on that one. Hey, Miss Bernita, happy holidays to you. Rum and Coke, another tea that's great, hot or cold. Now, rum and Coke typically, though, is with Coca-Cola, which is a soda pop. So it has carbonation, it has bubbles. It would be the exact thing that I would miss or I'd be craving if I didn't have it. So two options here. You can obviously hot steep it, of course, and chill it, but I would cold steep the tea. And then my personal preference would be to put just a little carbonation in on the top. This one in particular, I wouldn't cold steep in like club soda or ginger ale. I would just pour it in at the end. That's all I really need. And of course, a lot of ice. I love a rum and Coke and I love it cold. Of course, the tea again, friends, no alcohol, I promise. These teas are just inspired by classic cocktails. There's also no sugar, no carbs, and no calories, which is perfect for any one of the many New Year's resolutions that people might make. Now, this particular collection also has 2 low caffeine teas. So this is a grasshopper. This is not the grasshopper that hops, of course, friends. This is the fun drink. Another one of my favorites because I happen to love chocolate and mint. Yes, I do. Now, this is a green tea, and I have to say that the tea blend itself does have some matcha. So you're going to get a little bit of that green color into your glass. A grasshopper does typically have cream de menthe, cream de cocoa. So you're going to get some creamy notes, some chocolate notes. Of course, that really bright peppermint taste is going to be in that typical drink. And one of those liqueurs, you know, the minty one, yes, it is artificially colored green, but our tea is not, okay? So what I showed you here, this is the actual color of green tea leaves. And like I said, this particular blend, the grasshopper, does have matcha in it. So matcha is tea leaf powder. It's not the whole leaf that you can visibly see here. It's running through it. So the powder also comes from the green tea leaf. We have stripped away the stems and the veins of the leaf and ground the leaf into a powder. So you're going to get a ton of antioxidants, which is, again, really fabulous for all of those of you who have set a New Year's resolution to move more. Those antioxidants are going to be great on your joints, great for your mental clarity that say you are setting a challenge to read more. Matcha is definitely the way to go. We do sell it separately, but if you haven't had it before, Grasshopper is a good place to start. Next up on the low caffeine teas in our dry January collection, this is Moscow Mule. Now, again, if you're not familiar, I think Moscow Mule is pretty iconic because it's served in a very specific vessel. The mule cup, that it's very coppery and it almost looks like it's got dents in it. A Moscow Mule specifically is made with ginger beer and citrus and vodka. So that's one of the flavor notes that is really easy to mimic here in the tea world. That, of course, we're going to use lemongrass. Of course, we have ginger notes here. And citrus is just so fabulous, sweet, bright. Again, I'm thinking of you and your taste buds. You've had a fair amount of cookies and indulgences over the holidays. Now's a time to cut back, and we're going to satisfy those taste buds really easily with a Moscow Mule. Another tea that is great, hot or cold, but I will say, friends, the two that I just talked about, the Grasshopper and the Moscow Mule, if you are steeping them hot to drink a hot cup of tea, I highly recommend steaming water and not boiling. The boiling water can bruise your tea leaves and the tea will taste bitter. That is not the intention. I told you the flavor profiles. We want it to be nice, sweet, and smooth for you. 2 caffeine-free teas here. We do have our strawberry daiquiri back again. This is caffeine-free, nice and sweet strawberries. You guys love this one. This is one that we sell so much of. I don't know if it's because it's caffeine-free or sweet strawberries, or y'all like daiquiris. I don't know, but this one's a good one. This is a tisane. So even though you can absolutely steep it cold, my personal preference on the 2 tisanes is to go ahead and steep it hot. I think you're going to get more flavor profile out of them. This does have freeze-dried strawberries in the mix, so it is going to be naturally quite sweet. Shouldn't have to add anything to it, but it is fabulous. Steep it hot, really. More antioxidants, more flavor, and then go ahead and chill it right in the fridge. It's caffeine free, so it is heaven for at night, but definitely good for a slow sipper all day. Okay, what did you guys do over the holidays? Did you have to travel? Did you stay in? Did anyone cook? I love cooking. This is the perfect time of year for me to hunker down in the kitchen, play with recipes. Of course, there's always something on my mind with tea, but I definitely do love cooking and I love playing with recipes. And I developed something so fabulous that I mean, it really is good. But keep in mind, friends, I don't eat sugar. So for me, I cannot eat starchy carbs either. So I do have to cook my own. I really do. And I am happy that I mastered yet another one of my cravings from my old life. One of the things I absolutely love, though, is brunch. Brunch is one of those that I don't always have to do a lot of cooking. I'm very happy with breakfast food, and I'm happy with having last night's holiday meal as a part of my brunch. One of the things I love the most at brunch is a mimosa or a screwdriver. So I think most of you know that a screwdriver is nice, bright orange juice and vodka. Two simple ingredients. You're going to find a few more ingredients in our screwdriver tea, but it is nice and sweet. So perfect for at night, perfect for the brunch, the screwdriver tea. So this is orange on top of orange on top of orange. A little bit of vanilla in the background to mimic those vodka notes. And of course, how sweet oranges are. Sometimes oranges can be on the tart and bitter side. You just have to pick the right orange. And of course, it has to be in season. So here, the tea again, no calories, no carbs, no sugar. This one is caffeine free, so absolutely no guilt. It is smooth, delicious, and sweet. It is heaven, hot or cold. Personally, when it gets chilly in Ohio, I crave citrus fruit. I always do. I don't know if it's the vitamin C or just the brightness of it, but a cup of orange juice would definitely do me in. That is way too much sugar. I cannot consume that, but this tea is heaven. So the screwdriver, caffeine-free tea, same recipe as before, back again for dry January. I see lots of people are watching live, but I don't see any questions. Happy New Year to all of you. And like I said, friends, next Sunday, I'm going to do another video based on cocktails, but I'm going to put more together live for you. So do join us. And of course, don't hesitate to mention. I'm kind of curious to know, do you want me to make something specific? Is there a cocktail from your past, maybe early 20s when you were out and about and it was something that you always ordered that you haven't had in a couple of years and you're kind of craving it? And naturally, though, with all natural ingredients, all that great taste and flavor, but without the side effects, without the hangover, will you let me know? Feel free to leave me a comment. I'm really curious to hear what you're looking for, and maybe we'll talk about it. I'll whip it up live next week, 8 p.m. So do join us. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for joining us live. I greatly appreciate your time. And again, friends, no matter what you do with the rest of your day, I hope you have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Thank you, friends. Good night.